Hey guys, what's going on? CC Mentor here, Jeffrey Howard, your cryptocurrency mentor, rocking and rolling with cryptos. And boy, we've been rocking and rolling the last couple of days, haven't we? So I'm not going to do a full-blown market commentary. It seems like it's time for me to have a conversation about mindset around being involved in the cryptocurrency markets, because today it really seems that most of the day was filled with, oh my God, why is the price of Bitcoin going down? Why is the price of Bitcoin going down? But I found it a little ironic that nobody was screaming loudly, why is the price of Bitcoin going up for the last 7 days, when it went from 7,800 and roughly 7,900 here to, what was that, nearly 12,000 on this chart. 11,400. Everybody was screaming and dancing and talking about how amazing and smart they were for getting into Bitcoin before this big rise. And it started to crash. It didn't do anything different than it always does, you guys. It just went up a long way before it did it. So I just want to share a little bit of maybe advice. And that is, don't get so emotional about whether the price is moving up or down. If you look at the long-term trend, we're looking at a 30-minute chart now. So let's look at a longer-term chart. Let's look like at a 4-hour chart. It's going to give us a much broader view. Okay, so this is taking us back to October. Let's go back even further than that. Let's do a daily chart. This will take us back to December of last year. Okay, has the trend been up or down? I mean, when you look at it like this, pretty obvious, right? But when you break it down to little 30-minute increments, or worse yet, when you break it down to 5-minute increments, oh, look, the market's down, the market's down. No, it's all a matter of perspective, you guys. You're in a market that is soaring. We have industry money, what am I trying to say? The institutional money. Yeah, sorry, it's late. It's been a really long day. Institutional money is coming into the marketplace now. And, that's because we have the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, among others, but Chicago Mercantile Exchange is going to be trading Bitcoin futures, which means that there's going to be a lot of banks, hedge funds, investment funds, and people that are coming into the market. So we're going to see a lot more activity moving forward. And yeah, there might be some price manipulation here and there. I mean, there are big professional people in this marketplace, but that doesn't mean there's not going to be continued opportunities for you. When you look at a little segment of the market, if you only look at this one little segment right here, for example, it looks a little chaotic, up, down, up, down, up, down. But when you look at that long-term trend, when you look at the entire last year at a time, it's basically just up and up and up. Yes, there are downtrends, but generally speaking, we are way, way up. So I don't want to say that this is not a market for the lighthearted, not a market for the, for you if you don't have some stamina, mental capacity to hold up to this. I mean, all you have to do is not stare at the market all day long. Now, if you're trying to do day trading or different types of trading strategies like that, well, then obviously you have to be in there doing that. But there's, when you get emotional about it, all it does is skew your decisions. And what tends to happen is that you want to sell when you see a big sell-off. You want to sell off and you end up doing it, and you wait and you wait and you wait and you do it when you get to the bottom. These are great opportunities right now, you guys, to buy into Bitcoin. There's always a good opportunity. When we have these dips, when it goes down, I mean, people have been saying, I've been hearing people say since it was, I don't know, 1,000, 1,700, well, it's just so high, I'm going to wait till it goes down a little bit, and it keeps going up. Well, it's gotten so high, and people say that at every level. This is all psychology, you guys. It's all just trading psychology. And not even trading, really. It's investing psychology. So Bitcoin is showing a long-term upward trend. And, you may hear people saying it's a bubble. And you may hear people saying all kinds of negative things, and it's just, oh, it's got no value or whatever. But what's happening right now is a dramatic shift in the world economy, a dramatic shift of money moving out of, some of the money moving out of the hands of the big guys controlling everything and into the hands, or at least giving an opportunity to be in the hands of the smaller investor. And I think, from what I've seen in my, 50-something years on this planet, this could be the singular biggest opportunity for the average guy to get involved in a marketplace and significantly change their financial future. So that's just my opinion. Obviously, you can take it or leave it. But, you know, I've seen so much emotional roller coaster happening today, or actually over the last few days, that I just really felt like I wanted to comment on it. You know, usually I talk about particular programs, BitConnect, or I talk about, you know, we're getting into USI Tech and some of the other opportunities that give the average guy a place to get started without having to learn everything about the market. But I think it's important to understand that when you're in this marketplace, especially if at the beginning, if you're feeling like you can't control your emotions very well, then just don't sit there and stare at the charts. Don't look at the price every 5 minutes. You'll learn, definitely, if you haven't learned already, you'll definitely learn that these ups and downs are normal. And in fact, if you've traded in any other markets, this may be more volatile than, say, even the Forex, certainly more so than the stock market most of the time. But it's still normal. You know, this chart is just showing you a pattern of human behavior. And it's natural that when prices get really high, that some people are going to want to take some profits. You know, you don't just hold on to things forever necessarily. You want to take some profits out, do something with it. And then you get a move down like this, another opportunity to buy. So anyway, I feel like I'm being a little redundant. And like I said, it's late. I'm tired, but I wanted to share those couple of thoughts with you guys before I wrap up my day. So do me a favor. If you're interested at all in any of the things that I have to say, give me a like. You know, hit that thumbs up button, give me a like, and maybe subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you can get notifications when I make new videos. And give me some comments. You know, let me know what your own thoughts are about this. How do you handle these ups and downs when you're, you know, when you're watching the marketplace in this kind of volatility like we've had for the last few days? Personally, I think this is awesome. I mean, seriously, you guys. I mean, if it doesn't matter where you got into Bitcoin, if you got in the last 7 days. You know, it's just been up and up and up and up. Now, if you got in, you know, 2 days ago, yesterday, and now you're down to here, you know, down into the $9,500 range, or where we are, you know, where we are now, yeah, about $9,500, $9,600. You know, don't sweat it. I mean, it may go down a little bit more, but most likely, if again, look at that long-term trend. Don't forget, it looks like this over the last year. That's what you got to keep in mind. We are in a long-term upward trend. Okay, that's it for me. Again, subscribe to the channel, please. Give me a thumbs up on the video, and hit that bell button. You'll get notifications of the videos when they come out. CC Mentor here, Jeffrey Howard, your cryptocurrency mentor, rocking and rolling with the cryptos. I'm out of here. See you on the next video. Take care.